up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. We're down here at Galot Motorsports Park. We made it. We're going to try to make a couple test passes. Goal is to make 2. They're racing at Shady Side this weekend. I don't know if we're going to go to Shady Side yet or not. We may. It kind of depends on how it goes today and if it works. So we tightened up the front struts a little bit, and we're going to put a lot of air pressure in it because the track's going to probably be pretty decent. We're going to be doing no prep racing this weekend, so you know, of course, the surface is going to be a little bit different. So last time we were here, we got rained out. So today, we're not going to have any rain. It looks like we're going to be good to go for at least a couple hours. All right, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. Go to turbojohnracing.com, grab yourself some merchandise. Later, guys. Okay, we're tightening up the compression and the rebound a little bit, leaving compression mainly the sound. Same rebound, we're making it so it'll come up a little bit slower. Trying to make it so it don't try to wheelie out there. All right, guys, we're kind of short today. Randy couldn't make it. Milton's at work. We got Harper. Harper was able to come out, and Brantley. And Chase was able to come out as well. So he's out here hanging out and helping. He's gonna be our filmer from the top. He's gonna be in the stands. There's not a ton of people out here. John Dock and those guys are down here. It's starting to get a little bit more packed though. It's blazing hot today. So anytime it's super hot, I mean, we're gonna wait until the sun goes down. Not a big line up there. So we're gonna roll up there and get in the lines and go ahead and make a pass. The tire should turn right.
Yeah, it should, but
that's why I was just making sure it wasn't nothing.
Okay, sure.
reason I pulled over to the right and waited for him to come, I was about to get out. I wanted to make sure that I was not leaking fluid before I cranked it back up and went down. I cranked it up, I saw what it was, I thought it was okay, but I just wanted to make sure. That's just the common courtesy. You don't want to oil down the whole track. All right, guys, so looking at the video, it don't sound like it's that bad. We'll pull the data log real fast. We're gonna get it cooled off and try to make another pass. The front end, these TRS front struts, man, I've got them halfway on extension, and it didn't want to come up at all. It was very, very slow to come up. So we're gonna loosen those up a little bit, probably take a little bit of power out of it. It was slow to spool up. You know, it's just one of those things. I am going to have to put the dump valves on it. It come up, it was probably a reasonable time, but when you're sitting up there on the starting line, it feels like eternity. But it did come up and didn't have an issue. But dump valves, we're going to put the dump valves on it next week, figure out how to get those on there, and then that way we'll be good to go. So we're going to try to make another pass here in a second. We're going to loosen the front suspension up a little bit, make it so that we can get a little bit more travel. I think the back's pretty close. Maybe put a little bit more air pressure in it. It's sticky up there. Anytime you get a real sticky track on a switch, it's complicated. I was talking to somebody at the Dig or Die. I don't remember who it was. I think it's Jason Brazel. We were talking about drag suits and how he cleans his and has it so that it airs out. My suit, I was bragging. I was like, my suit don't never get cleaned. It just gets stowed in the car. I just got out of the car. I was like, how am I so dirty? I was like, I don't even understand. I haven't washed this thing in forever, and there's dirt all in the sleeves. No wonder I look freaking dirty when I get to the house. All right, guys, we got the data log here, and it took, this is when I went wide open throttle. This is when it got to the chip. It took 5 seconds to get to the chip, and then, of course, I bumped in after it was banging, which I should have bumped in as soon as it got right here. That was just my little offset. So it made it 1 second into the run, just a little bit past 1 second. Probably maybe 1.2 seconds into the run when it cut off. It cut off right at the 60 foot. It went a 132 60 foot. So yeah, the dump valves have got to be on here. That is not really raceable right here. Taking 8-9 seconds. I mean, technically I could bump in 5, and then we'd have launch boost, because we got launch boost right there. Launch boost was only on 6 pounds. It made 5.9. So we're going to show y'all the slip tonight if we get a good pass. What we are going to do is loosen up extension, probably 5 clicks in the front, and we're probably going to put a little bit more air pressure in the car, in the back tires, and then hopefully that'll take the tire shake out. But probably putting the front suspension is probably going to be enough. I mean, we don't have a super aggressive ramp, so we're going to leave it there. Okay, let's go up, make another pass. I got it.
John, this is for you, bud. This is the top end report with Turbo John. How does it feel to when your door blows off your car?
The door wasn't shut and then it blows the hood off.
Just turned off.
And it destroyed the camera.
Dad, where did the hood go?
I don't know. Somebody got it. Oh, it's right there.
Yeah, scraped up the car a little bit.
Hey guys, so Norman just got here, so we had a problem shutting the door. The door wouldn't shut. We thought we had it adjusted right, but it wouldn't shut, and the hood blew off. We did go, I'll show y'all the slip. It definitely had a hard time spooling up, but this thing had a bunch of sparks out the middle or out the bottom of the car. You see anything?
No, I got repositioned.
Okay. So he's going. We got. Hey, Michael, go in there and get the jack stands if you don't mind, please. There's jack stands in that cabinet. So, car run pretty good. It didn't go but a 133 60 foot. That front end travel. I think what happened is all the front end travel. That's the most we ran with it. We don't have limiters, and it completely ripped the Zeus fasteners out of the freaking the metal or the fiberglass. It ripped that one off completely. It destroyed my GoPro 360 also. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that fixed real quick or not. So let's see if we can see what the sparks were. Could have been something in the drivetrain. We're gonna figure it out real fast. All right, guys, we figured out what the problem is. The sparks are from the thrust. We have some excessive thrust here, and you can hear it kind of moving. And so the tight converter definitely contributes to that. So I should have went ahead and put the dump valves on it, but it didn't want to spool up real good that time. But you can see, I don't know if you can see how much that's moving, but 12 to 15 is what I usually run, and that is way more than 12 to 15. That's probably 25 or 30,000.
Yeah, I'm thinking about 30,000.
Shine your light right here, Norman, right there. So you see, so the sparks, you can see the front of the Bendix on the starter it had pushed so far forward that it was sparking, and you can see it on the video. And like right here to there, I can make it touch. So that gap right there, it's got at least 25 or 30 thousandths in it. So I've always run a little bit. It's always had a little bit of excessive, but that right there, the thrust bearing is gone in the motor. It is done. All right, guys. Well, that's a tough draw there, I guess. Tough look. I mean, it might be okay running it with that amount of thrust, but probably it's going to be a bad deal ending up. So we're going to get the motor out of it. I'll take it over to Brian's and get the motor out of it one day next week. And hopefully Richard will be done with the aluminum block, and we can stick the aluminum block back in this thing and have a little bit lighter weight on the front end, along with the dump valves that are going in the transmission. So it's just one of those things. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see y'all soon. I'll let you know what's up.